Hello, welcome to More Than One Opinion. This is Rody with my co-host Ginny Day.
Thanks for joining us for another episode. The topic we'll be touching on today is Dating 101. So specifically about a quote you posted a little while back, Rody, which kind of, the gist of it was, if you leave a date or an interaction with someone feeling more confused than it started, then run the other way. or there's something wrong.
Yeah, or listen to your intuition.
Yeah.
Listen to what your gut's telling you.
Yeah.
I really believe that.
So diving into psychology of like why someone would feel like that.
Yeah. So look, generally, I'm assuming that you're going into a relationship or you're going dating because you want a committed relationship, not because you want to be promiscuous and you just want a free dinner, or you're a player and you just want to get as many women as possible. I'm assuming that the date that we're commenting on is basically someone that is genuinely looking for a connection and someone that is basically looking for a long-term relationship.
Yeah, essentially.
Possibly even marriage and long-term relationship. That's what I'm sort of
assuming.
If it's not, then really this doesn't apply to you, and then go and muck around as much as you want. But in saying the quote that you're referring to, is the reason why I'm saying is that if you leave a conversation, a date, a phone call, or that person leaves you more confused than when you first went in, then technically that person is giving you off vibes that they're not really that convinced that you're priority to them. Or you may have not ticked all their boxes. And because of that, because you haven't ticked all their boxes, they're treating you almost secondary. Okay? And people hate hearing this.
Of course.
And if a guy will tell another guy this straight away, by the way, just so you know, men tell each other exactly this. We say, she wasn't into you. She wasn't into you.
They are more straight up about things.
A woman will be like, oh no, I done this and he done this, and look, I think he's into me, but I don't know, and she'll try. She won't give them actually what happened. She won't tell them word for word, one for one, exactly what happened that night. So then her friends, which don't want to hurt her feelings, will say to her, look, it doesn't matter, maybe he's just weird, or he's not into her, right? Or she's not into him. And hence why they're giving off these kind of vibes to one another, because pretty much they don't find that person to be someone that they're going to be in a long-term relationship with. So, so hence why I said, if that person leaves you more confused or uneasy, or you're not getting your answers, right? Like you're not able to get what you want from them. They're being cagey for a reason, because they don't find you high priority for them. They don't think that they can see a future with you. Or they're trying to push the boundaries of how much they can mistreat you and get away with it. Right?
Yeah, correct. They're just a low value person who are playing games on the flip side.
I don't want to say, sorry, I don't want to say that they're low value. It's just maybe the other person, they're not interested in them.
It could be, I think it's that too. They don't get that vibe.
And they don't want to be we don't have to speak to be heard or to communicate. We can tell each other by body language pretty much how we feel. So I'm not saying the person that you're not getting that assurance from is playing games. What I'm saying is that he or she may not find you the perfect partner for them. Hence, they don't know how to tell you this, so their actions are showing, and their behavior, their body behavior, and their sort of reduced words, their lack of being attentive to you is showing that they're not interested. But they don't want to tell you this, maybe because they don't want to hurt your feelings. Right? So I'm not saying that person's of low value. I would say they're low value if they're just mistreating you and they like to do that to everyone. But they just may not be able to tell you without hurting your feelings that, hey, I'm not interested in you.
I think I want to kind of come back to the point where, people present themselves a certain way at the start. Like, this is the phase where you're dating, but you're not exclusive.
Let's say this is 1, 2, 3, and 4.
For
4
like
days.
3 to 6 months, like that mark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would prefer someone be straight up about their intentions.
Yeah.
then play these games, lead you on, and you know what I mean?
No
Like
doubt.
that's something I don't like
Yeah.
appreciate. Both ways.
Yeah, no doubt.
Men and women.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, I went through a dating phase where, after my divorce, where honestly I felt that I wasn't healed yet. So whether it was that I was toxic, whether it was, but I knew what I was.
Yeah.
So I never told anyone that I was exclusive with them. I never told them that I'm just your boyfriend. I actually was very straightforward with it because I don't want to hurt people.
Yeah.
Now, if they stayed, they stayed. It's up to them, right? But I wasn't ready to give them all of me.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I actually felt almost like sort of claustrophobic. I don't want to rush into a relationship again where I can't breathe anymore. I was married, right? And it went sour. It didn't go well. So, I didn't know. I was married very, very young, and I didn't know what I should have asked for and what I should have requested in a marriage to be, and what I sort of stood up for. And then when I did know what I should have done, by that time it's not fixable.
Yeah.
Like it's beyond repair.
Yeah.
So then, that other person's like, well, you were okay with it before. Why are you upset now? Well, what do you mean? Now I know that you're mistreating me, right? Now I know that we shouldn't be living in different bedrooms.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about, right? So, but I didn't know what to say. So I would hold resentment and anger. Then when I became single, and I went into the dating realm, I guess, in the world, which honestly, I'm glad that I'm not doing that now.
Yeah, same.
But
Not
I
in this
felt,
day and age.
I just felt like I wasn't ready to settle.
Yeah.
But I had to adjust because I didn't realize that being a gentleman and being like just a nice person wasn't what they wanted, a lot of the women. Right? I didn't know that. Now, to be honest. So then I'm like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand that thing. Oh, okay. So I've got to be very. I've got to play games now.
Yeah.
So then I started to, and in saying that, I was with a lot of people, but that's not the people I wanted. Right? That's not the woman I want to settle down with. So that phase went on for about 3.5 years, and during that time, I was like, hey, that's not. I'm looking for the right girl.
Yeah.
I just haven't found her.
Yeah.
Right? But I was straight with a lot of people. Like, I was actually straight. And I would
Yes, I respect that.
Yeah, and I would be annoyed with some of my friends that were not straight with some people.
That's the
and I'd say, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Right? Look, and I'm not putting anyone down, but what happens is it falls back to the capability of the person that can date. A woman can date anyone. It's very easy for a woman to date. For a male, it's harder. Right? So it's harder to actually attract and be able to date. So what happens is, if you're able to get it quite easy, then you're going to be quite honest and quite easy with everyone. If you can't get it quite easy, then what you're going to do, you're going to be cagey and you're going to lie a little bit and whatever. And that's what I see a lot of people do.
If you're punching, make more of an effort.
I mean, we come
Don't
back
play
to
games.
we come back to if you're punching or whatever. I honestly think that if you want a 10 out of 10 person, you need to be a 10 out of 10
Absolutely.
person. You want this kind of caliber, then you should be that.
Yeah.
And I say that for both sexes. I say for males and females.
Yeah.
If that's what you want, then generally that's what if you think you're going to attract higher, that person is going to look at you like they're better than you, right? So if you want the same, right? If you want the same, or you're after this level, you should be this level.
Yeah.
So this is where I say, now I'd say to you, if you leave a date confused, it's because they're not giving you assurance. Now, if that's not what you want, walk away. Know your worth and walk away. Because to be honest, the issue is that it falls back that every single person will show you the red flags and show you what they really are at the very start of every time you meet them. Right? They'll tell you. Now the reason why they tell you this is because they want to see how much they can get away with.
Yeah.
How much will you accept? Right? Now if you're a low level person, now I'll be honest with you, you'll accept all of this.
Of course you will.
Right? So then they will treat you exactly the way you accept it. So if you don't accept it, then you put it on the spot and say, no, unacceptable.
I think that's another kind of point that you reminded me of. If a person is used to dealing with low value people because they want to stroke their ego, they love their attention,
Yeah.
they're used to giving breadcrumbs to a certain caliber of people, both men and women.
Correct.
That's, you know what I mean? They're not
We know a
like,
lot of these people.
correct, which is the vast majority of people out there,
Mm.
right? That's the caliber of people they're dealing with.
Yeah.
Then they come to someone, I don't know, like yourself, who's a high value person.
Thank
They don't know like what to do with a person like that, how to deal with them. But they think the same tricks and games are gonna like work with them. It doesn't. And like you said, if someone shows you the red flag, believe it.
Believe
Don't
it.
hold on to the potential of a person. I think which a lot of women do that.
Yeah.
A lot of
they try
women
to see
are guilty of that. They
Mm.
see like a little glimmer of like, you know,
Oh,
something
he's a good
great.
guy, he's got
But I
this.
saw that. I know he has it in him. No, if he hasn't showed you that,
He doesn't know.
yeah, it's
Yes.
never gonna happen. Don't like waste your time with the potential of someone.
Look, that's a perfect quote to sort of end with. The issue that I find with dating is that at the moment there's a weird pool of people
Yeah.
that are
Yeah.
like, you know what they have on their bio. Not looking for anything serious. So then what do you do?
Yeah.
You're not looking for anything serious. So what do you mean?
Yeah.
So really, what you want to say is you want
I
to
wanna
just
understand.
want to have sex. That's it. Thank you. But for free. That's what you're just saying,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So if that's
Don't
what
pay
it
for
is,
it.
then go. But that don't
Yeah.
don't mislead others.
Yeah, exactly.
And women and men are guilty of
Yeah.
this. The problem is a woman doesn't want to look like she's a slut, so she doesn't say that,
Mm.
right? But trust me, there's a lot on there.
They're right, but for, like
Yeah.
I said, for women, it's not difficult for them to
Anytime she wants.
get action,
Yeah,
right?
anytime
They
she
can
wants.
go out on any night.
That
and
night she can get whatever she
yeah,
wants.
easy. It's,
Anyone,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's there's no how can I say it? It's like, all right, cool, but for a guy, if he wants to gain that kind of girl,
Yeah.
it's difficult for him unless he behaves in a certain way, he does
Yeah.
presents in a certain way,
Yeah.
peacocks in a certain way in front of him.
Mm.
Now, in conclusion, if you're wanting to date something and you're actually trying to date because you want a long-term relationship, I'll be honest with you. From the first day, you said 3 to 6 months. I don't believe any of that.
No, yeah,
What
yeah.
I believe is that from the first day,
Yeah.
you will know.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
But
Don't
people
fool
change
yourself.
though. People,
No, they change.
people put on a front
No,
and they
they
can
change.
change.
They change.
Yeah.
But
Masks come off eventually.
But psychology tells you that they actually never changed. They just showed you at the start what they were, and they revealed it later in
Yeah.
full glory. Right? But they showed you at
Yeah.
the start. So I'll be
Yeah.
honest. I knew straight away that my fiance at the start, the first time I met her, I knew that we're going to hit it off. I knew.
Yeah.
And I even done a video. I took a picture and I sent to the guys when she got a phone call. She had a business call, and I said, I found wifey. Right? And they're like, oh, I'm probably joking, but she ticks all my boxes.
Yeah.
Right? Let's see. So there's a certain assurance
Yeah.
that I gave her,
Yeah.
and I'll conclude with this, that I said to her, I go, hey, I don't want to be on dating sites. It's our first date, second date, sorry. I don't want to be on dating sites. I want to give this 100%. Okay? I don't want someone to come up to you and say, oh, he's on dating sites, he's dating, he's doing this. I'm not. I did, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to do this for the next 3 to 4 weeks. I'm going to give this everything.
Mhm.
Right? If I don't feel that we can continue, you don't feel continue, cool. I gave it 100%. I'm happy I can walk away and say,
Yeah.
I did what I had to do. It didn't work out.
Mhm.
But if it does, I don't want to feel guilty that I was playing the game, and I don't want to
Yeah.
do any of that. So I'll be honest with you, if someone that you meet that gives you those kind of assurance and
Yeah.
follows through,
Yeah.
follow through
Through
with it,
action,
yeah,
consistently.
yeah, and you need to do that too, right?
Yeah.
Not they have to be transparent with you, but you're as cagey as
Mhm.
you or them have got the other person on hold, but you're trying to play around and see if there's something better.
Yeah.
And then if you don't find anything better, you'll fall back on that person. That to me, you're an accomplice too. You're evil too,
Yeah.
right? Like, no, you want something here, you need to be that.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
And I believe, honestly, if you've worked on yourself and you're at a good level yourself, you'll attract what you are.
Exactly.
You know?
If you're not ready for it and the time is not right for you.
No, you're going to attract
yeah.
all sorts of, because
Yeah.
you're not even right. Like
Yeah.
you may be toxic yourself.
Yeah, correct.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't know, and I said that. I said it to you before. I said God might be protecting other people from you. That's why you're single,
Yeah.
right? Like
True.
that's why you're single. Sorry, people are gonna hate me. Hey, and I'll end
Yeah.
with this. If I offend you with the things I say, just imagine the things I really want to say.
Yeah.
But
But at least you're honest. At least you're honest.
No, because look,
Yeah.
some people are under the delusion of, no, I cannot do any wrong, and everyone else around me is wrong. No, sometimes you're the toxic person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And you need to work on
Take
yourself.
accountability.
Once you've worked on yourself, like I say this to other men, I'm like, listen, you want a good woman, but you're toxic right now. From your other relationship, it's left you so toxic and hurt that you're cagey, but now you're toxic towards women. So fix that. Fix that first. Heal. Go to the gym. That's the best therapy you can do. Heal yourself. Once you're healed, trust me, you'll communicate better with other people.
Yeah.
You'll be so transparent and honest that they will think, is this guy lying, or he's good at talking, or he's just so honest.
Yeah.
Right? Because you've got nothing to hide.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
are what you are. That's it. Right? And you're going to attract that back.
Yeah, I believe that 200%. Amazing.
We'll end with that.
Yeah. Thanks so much for the
Thank you.
insights as always, Rody.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for another episode. Like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.